What's up, guys? Apologies for being a little bit late here. Um, let's talk about it, right? Lots going on today, right? We've got cryptic tweets from Nelson Hernandez, Darren DeVries, and staff. We've got reports of a big guy visiting that have nothing to do with said cryptic tweets. And so let's kind of sort through all this and figure out what's what. So we know that there's possible commit, right? We could probably say a likely commit. We don't know who, right? Well, you don't know who. Some of you don't know. Some of you don't know who. I won't say nobody because there are people out there that do know. I'm just not at liberty to talk about it, but I'm sure there are people in the chat that know that can let you know. But otherwise, I run the risk of making my people mad, guys. So they wanted to keep this thing quieter on some of this, but it doesn't always happen that way. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay, see me okay. I don't know what's going on in my background. It's going to be something I'm going to have to fix here with the waving. I don't know what that is. But I don't know. I'm going to have to mess with it. But other than that, guys, let's talk about it. So did I write an article on this? I think I've written so many articles today, I can't even remember. Let me look. I'm pretty sure I did, but I can't remember. Yep, I did. Okay. So let me share this with you really quick. All right. Can West Virginia University land this big man? I figured that was a pretty good title for it. So, WVU Hoops is preparing to welcome transfer forward Duncan Powell for an official visit this week, according to a report from 247 Sports' Andrew Corbin. Powell's visit is scheduled to span 2 days, from tomorrow through Thursday, as the recruiting dead period ended earlier this month. This will certainly be a situation to watch because the Dallas native has Texas and other teams in hot pursuit of his talents. Powell, a 6'8", 240-pound forward from Dallas, Texas, began his career at North Carolina A&T, where he played 2 seasons before transferring to Sacramento State. Last season at Sac State, Powell averaged 12 points, 7 boards, 2 assists per game while shooting 49% from the field and 28.6% from beyond the arc. Coming out of high school, Powell was their 3-star recruit by 247, ranking as the 73rd forward in the class of 21 and 24th best player in Texas. If Powell joins the Mountaineers, he would be expected to play the stretch 4 position, adding much-needed rebounding and interior scoring to the team. His presence on the court would greatly benefit from playing alongside Tucker DeVries and Javon Small, enhancing West Virginia University's overall team dynamics. Currently, West Virginia has 7 commitments from the transfer portal, with an 8th expected soon, as hinted by head coach Darren DeVries on Twitter this morning. So, somebody mentioned he got a bag, and he does have a bag. He's got a nice-looking bag. He can play, right? So, let me get over here to X and see if I can find anything on him that's not going to hit me for copyright, because that's, at the end of the day, that's what it's all about for me, not getting copyright. Let's see. I've seen a bunch on him, and he has an X account as well. I believe that's on YouTube. Let's see. Let's pull you guys over here with me. I'll get to some comments here in just a second, guys. All right, so here's a video on him, but I'm almost sure, yeah, that's on YouTube. I'd probably get hit if I showed that. Let's see. So this is since re-entering the portal, Powell has heard from the following schools: West Virginia, Kansas, Florida State, Virginia Tech, Texas, and NC State. You know, and the reason for that, guys, is because he's really freaking good. Like, he's really good. I liked his tape a lot. There are some people that question whether or not he can play in the Big 12 because of size and whatnot. But I'm here to tell you right now, yes, he can. Let's see. Nope. Not seeing anything on here. Let me see what. Let me see right here what this looks like. Yeah, that's YouTube. So there's no video that I can see on here now. If I can find his YouTube account, which I think I do have it. Let me see. Yeah, here it is. I'm following it. Okay. So let me see. This is why you need a second guy, y'all. There he is throwing the ball at something and putting his hands over his face. That's not nothing though. He's definitely tatted up, that's for sure. Let's see. Go to media really quick and see if there's anything. You guys know I like my highlights. Okay, here's a clip of something. That's him. Okay, so here's a clip anyway of Duncan Powell. I think that's him on the block right here. And that was him at NC in North Carolina A&T on the block throwing a crazy pass. So that really didn't show anything. This last season, man, he really got into his bag on some stuff. All right.
And he is such a quick release to meet the court. Inside Powell, a tough move and a tough finish.
Powell showing some emotion.
This is exactly what he is right here, guys. So he can shoot it from three, but if you want him to, he can do this right here, finish through contact. He's really good at this right here.
He is such a quick release, Dimitri Courtney. Inside Powell, a tough move and a tough.
And he can go left, right, either hand, doesn't matter. He can pull it. Like, he's really offensively polished. Don't know about the defensive side of things, to be honest with him. But I believe he's not. I believe he's pretty valuable in defense too. He's going to have to be in this offense. So, interestingly enough, I think we got a shot at him if he's on campus, and if we can land him, our rebounding situation is going to get a lot less scary for me. Don't forget to like the video, guys, while you're here. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to drop a comment below if you're watching this after the fact. It means a lot when you just take the time to comment on a video or subscribe to the channel, whatever, because YouTube, for whatever reason, places a large amount of the algorithm into that kind of stuff. So let's see. Welcome to the show, everybody. Thank you for joining. Sean Uphold, Chester Worrell, Timothy Green is here. Let's see. Jacob Yoho, Michelle Weintraub, Marcus Moto, Nathan Scott, David Sandy, Doris Workman, and I think that's it for now, at least in the chat. Let's see. On X, we've got quite a few people watching as well. Only 3 people on X at the moment. Interesting. Well, usually there's a lot more on X that are watching. I'm sure they'll file in as we go, hopefully. What did I might have hooked it to the wrong X account. I did. I hooked it to the wrong X account. Oops, that's on me. That's my bad. I didn't hook it to my Mountaineer Paul Talks Paul account. That probably would have helped. That's like 2,000 people that aren't seeing this. So, oh well. Things like that happen, man. And you can't change it. Anyway, looking at Powell, guys, I think he's going to be a good player for us if we can snag him. He's got a lot of people after him, man. I had somebody text me and said, the thing about it is he's got A lot of teams chasing him. He's like one of the last great bigs. You're not great, but one of the last good bigs left. And he's only 6'8". So it's like, is he even really a big? He's more like a small forward, right? And he's got guard skills. So it's like even though he can rebound, he's more of a guard to me, or not a guard, but like a small forward. If you want to leave a super chat, you can do so right here on YouTube. Be appreciated. This is my full-time job. If you want to Cash App me or anything like that, it is Rockle85. So that is my Cash App tag. I only put that in there because people ask a lot about it. So, some people don't like to pay YouTube. They could charge us 30%. I understand that. And today I put out 3 articles and 2 videos, which is quite a lot of work. So I'm trying to do what I can to keep you guys up to date on stuff. Maybe even done more articles. I think I've done 5 articles today. But anyway, try to keep you guys up to date on stuff on WV Insiders. We've had a lot go on today. Joseph Yesufu signed today, which was big. I think that was huge. Now we've got a backup for the point guard spot, right? And that's enormous. We got to have somebody. We needed somebody to back up Javon Small. But if you guys have any questions, just shoot them down below, and I'll try to look at them and get to them. I know everybody wants to know who the commit is. Has anybody put anything in the chat yet about that? Anybody? Does anybody know? I kind of figured there would at least been somebody in here who knew, but maybe not. I wish I could say, but at the end of the day, guys, I just don't want to anger the people, There, Sean said it's Hawkins. Oh, that's hilarious, man. It is not Hawkins. I can tell you that. I can actually tell you everything on that. So we wanted him, but he doesn't want to play 5. He don't want to play center. He wants to play on the wing, which is probably for his NBA future. That's probably the best thing for him, because he has those kind of skills. And unfortunately, we wanted him for center. So, sorry, y'all. My mouth is so dry from talking. But, yeah, so unfortunately. But look, you never know. Maybe that, the people that were telling me were throwing me off. But there you go. You're on the right track now. Go look at that. That I didn't tell you. That's all that matters, right? But yeah, that's been known for a long time. So that's why I'm kind of surprised not more people know it. Sean knows. He just can't say either. But you know what, guys? I'll tell you this too. We're going to be a much better basketball team than I thought, especially if this visitor, if he actually commits, we're going to be in much better shape than I thought. I'm getting really excited about this basketball team now. When you talk about Javon Small at the 1, whoever it is the number 2, whether that's Sincere Harris, another guy, or the other guy that I'm talking about that's committed, or it could be the guy that may be visiting. Maybe he moves to the 2, just obviously joking. At the 3, there are some intriguing options there. But the 4 is really where our most intriguing options for me are. You got Tucker DeVries and Toby Okani, both that can play the 4. That'll be interesting. And then obviously, if this guy commits, he'll play both the 4 and the 5 too. Probably what this would allow us to do is to move probably Toby to the 3. I'm assuming he'll probably play the 3. I'm not as sure what they're going to do lineup-wise yet, because it's positionless basketball, right? 1 through 4 doesn't really matter. Well, 2 through 4 doesn't really matter as much. 1 and 5 do, because you got to have somebody that can dribble, distribute the ball at the 1, and you got to have a guy that can rim protect at the 5. And then, as long as you get everything else right, you're pretty good. So Sean says he's Mr. Nobody. Mark Tsumoto, what's up? I see you there. So let's see. Oop, sorry about that. Didn't mean to click that. All right. Just look in the chat, Tim. Just look in the chat. But we'll know probably tomorrow, I would say, on that officially. And we can actually finally start talking about this full lineup, because let's say the big man commits, Duncan. Let's say he commits and this commitment's already in place. That means we only got one more spot. They may not even use it, so I'm really interested in seeing how this all plays out, because we've got a really nice mix of old and young talent on this team, and they're going to be pretty good. I was honestly surprised that we had an opportunity this late to get any big. It sounded like any big that came available was just getting gobbled up. Like, I've never seen anything like it. Like, there's a guy out there right now, by the way. Hold on, I wanted to show you guys this. This cracked me up earlier. Let's see if I can find it. All right. So there's a guy out there. He played for what's the school in Myrtle Beach called again? It just slipped my mind. But he's approved for his 7th year of eligibility, and I was looking for him. His name starts with an E. I had it earlier. Maybe I retweeted it. Let me see if I retweeted it. I can't remember if I did or not. I put so much crap out today. I'm surprised anybody sees anything from me. As much volume of stuff I put out today, but I could have sworn I put something out on it. No, I didn't. Oh well. Anyway, there's a guy. I think his last name's Easley, something like that. He played at East Carolina last year. I know that. He is eligible again because of that 2019 and 20 waiver for his 7th year of eligibility. Can you believe this? Like, Easley, it's hard to find when you only know, like, very few things to type in there. But anyway, yeah, so he's able to play his 7th year's eligibility, and he's actually pretty good. He averaged like close to 10 points a game, 6 or 7 rebounds. And I told, actually, you know what? Now that I actually texted somebody who his name was. Let me see. Let's see. I guess I didn't. Oh, well. Yeah, that's the one, Markets. Yeah, that's Kevin Easley. Yeah, that's it. That's it. He is available for his 7th year eligibility. Hold on, I'll find the post now that you did that. Yeah, there it is. It made me laugh, man. What are the odds, to be able to play 7 years in college? And he can get paid right now, So breaking news, Kevin Easley Jr. is now available in the transfer portal. The talented forward averages 9.1 points, 5.2 rebounds, and 1.6 assists per game this season for Coastal Carolina. So he played at East Carolina at one point, I think. But he's 6'7", 230, 1 year remaining. But, I mean, he's you take it right now, with what's out there. I mean, look, I would love to see us actually go after this guy, man. Like let's add another big to the roster. McCann can't kill, it can't hurt. You imagine having a guy with 7 years. He's as old as some of the coaches. How old is he? 25 years old? That's wild, man. Who would have thought at some point in our lives we would be alive to see people playing 7 years in college? That's a grown man right there. That is a grown man right there. There, is this him? No, that's Coach Easley. Okay. So I found that to be interesting. Yeah, that is that's a funny one there, Markets. He's got the experience level for sure, no doubt. No problem, man, Brandon. I appreciate you for watching, man. And listen, I'm just my dad called me fat head. I'm just a fat head up here on the screen talking sometimes. But we try to work hard at it, Brandon. We try to work hard at it. So I'm glad Markets was here to rectify that situation, because it would have bothered me later whenever I got off of here and saw the post again. So, but I'm really hoping that this one can land, because, like, if you look at, I'll just show you a post here. All right. Oops. All right. So, all right. So, share the screen here. All right. As of 1 day ago, I saw this report: Texas Longhorns basketball contacts Sacramento State transfer Duncan Powell. So this is what I'm talking about. These teams are out here, and this is the way it was phrased to me. A lot of these teams are trying to do what's called addition by subtraction, like Kansas. You mean to tell me if Kansas doesn't have another spot out there that they wouldn't, and they knew, let's say they knew Kansas State or West Virginia was interested in this player, and they've got an extra spot, do you think they would pick him up addition by subtraction? Do you think that would happen? Because I do, and I think it does happen. Back in the old days when there was unlimited scholarships, you saw it all the time, right? So something happened pretty crazy to me earlier, by the way, guys. I know this is a little bit off topic. I saw Tavon Austin say he was putting out that documentary, right? And I thought, well, I'll shoot him a tweet and say, hey, man, if you want some support on that documentary, come on the show. Let's do it, And he freaking followed me and messaged me about it. So how awesome would it be, guys, for me to have Tavon Austin? I can't remember anybody that's interviewed him in our little community. So if I can get Tavon on the show, man, that'd be a big episode on the football side. Just to even have him on live answering questions. Oh, we do well with that one. I bet there'd be a lot of people come on and watch that one. At least I would hope so. Hell, he's got 200,000 people on his Twitter alone. So I'll just have him share it out. Hopefully some people get the Seahawk fans in here, or not Seahawk, but some of the you get some Cowboy fans, but obviously you get some Rams fans. All right. Rams fans, yep. I hope we can too, Pokemon. Hope we can too. All right, guys. So anyway, the reason I was showing you this, though, is because there's a lot of competition for Duncan Powell. As I don't want to, he's for the Big 12, he's a pretty average player, right? I mean, 12 a game is just above average, and he's definitely above average rebounder. I think he's a starter on this team. But like, I'm sure he's probably about to get freaking paid, y'all. I mean, you should see the numbers that some of these bigs are being offered. Well over six figures, like 2, 3, 400,000, 500,000 for the average ones. A guy like Coleman Hawkins, north of $2 million is what I was told. So if you can imagine, the guy averaged 13 points a game last year for Illinois. But he's 6'10". He can shoot it from three. He can move around. He's great on defense. He's going to win the tips usually. So, those can be valuable, but just shocking, man, that the money is that. It's just not sustainable. It's not sustainable. There's no way donors are going to continue to shell out money like this. It's why we had to go to the revenue sharing form via schools, which is basically we're almost there. We are basically a players association away from being pro, right? Or amateur with a lot of money. All right. So let's update everybody really quick, and then we'll do the drawing thing, and then we'll get out of here because this one's not going to be a long episode. Don't forget, guys, super chat. If you want to send a super chat, it's right there. Cash tag is Rockel85, ROCKEL 85. If you want to donate to the show, my full-time job. Other than that, let's update everybody one more time. West Virginia is in contact and supposedly be visiting per 247 Sports. Duncan Powell, Sacramento State, 12 points a game, 7 rebounds, 12 points a game, 7 rebounds a game. Very, very crafty player. Similar to Deshaun Butler is what he reminds me of. He's not high and talented as that, but that's his game. He's a 6'8" guy, 6'7" guy, little Kevin Jones to him. He can really score it from the mid-range. He can shoots it well from their end, but he shoots 29% from three, so he has a threat out there. And then he's got really good handles for a big guy, and he's got a lot of spin moves that he likes to use, which are basically glorified drop steps. He can go right shoulder, he can go left shoulder with that, which is right or left hand. But he likes to go over his left shoulder with the right hand more than anything, and is a guy that can really finish through contact really well. He really, like, similar to Javon Small, in that he just really plays bigger than his size. So he would be a huge addition for us, especially because he works extremely hard on the boards. He really does. And a guy like him will probably be asked to score less and rebound more on our team. So his rebound numbers would probably be just a tad better, 8 or 9. And you would probably see his scoring numbers drop down to 8 or 9. But I could be wrong. Maybe he does what Slazinski did, jumps up to 15 or 16 a game. But at the end of the day, I think he would be a huge add for us. And he's going to be on campus. And the old saying is, if we get him on campus, we can usually get him on, get him over, and get him in, as the old baseball saying goes. And thank you, Nathan Scott, for reminding me about Magic Shine. I guess I got too amped up about this, so let me do that really quick. I'm going to run this Dutch Miller ad, and then I'm going to run the Magic Shine.
This episode of Hoops from the Hills is brought to you by Dutch Miller Automotive, where friends and family pricing means you get the best deal right up front on any new or pre-loved vehicle in stock every time.
With brands like Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Kia, Hyundai, Ford, GMC, Buick, and Subaru, the Dutch Miller Automotive family is always growing and ready to put you in the car or truck you've been searching for.
Check out our inventory across West Virginia at DutchMillerAuto.com, or you can come in person today to the home of friends and family pricing, only at a Dutch Miller Automotive store near you.
And today's video is sponsored by Magic Shine Auto Spawn Tint in Morgantown, West Virginia. At Magic Shine, your vehicle's care is their top priority. They use only the highest quality products to ensure your car not only looks its best, but is also protected and maintained with the utmost care. From window tinting with top-of-the-line Max Pro Tint to protective ceramic coatings from Diamond Protec, they've got you covered. Drive in today and experience the difference at Magic Shine Auto Spa and Tint. where your car shines like new. Shine on, Morgantown. Shine on. Shine on. Shine on. Thanks, Pokemon Kid Entertainment, for the $2 super chat. It means a lot. Don't see a comment except basically you said, let's go Mountaineers. I can definitely get down with that. And thank you to Nathan for reminding me about the Magic Shine thing. I forgot this time. I've been pretty good about it here for the last couple months, but I'll tell you guys, I mean, I have done a crap ton today and my head is spinning. I'm not gonna lie. Like, check this out. I'll show you guys on the site since I have to go there anyway. I have written so many freaking articles today. It's like, Lord have mercy. So on the football side, I've done just one on football, and on basketball, I've done 1, 2. Okay, so I guess I've only done 3 articles. I thought I'd done 2 more. That's how crazy I am right now. But I've done another video on Mallory. I just did it right before I jumped on here with you guys. So if you get a chance after this video, I did a pre-recorded video on Tariq Mallory, the West Virginia wide receiver flip. He flipped from Wake Forest to West Virginia. Big time receiver. I broke down some film. If you get a chance after this, guys, go over to Mountaineer Paul Talks Football and check out that video for me, because it doesn't seem to be doing too good yet. It's probably because I'm on here. But one last thing I wanted to tell you guys about before we get off here is Garrett Green. The Garrett Green helmet will be here the 10th, okay? I will have it to display and show you guys on the 10th. So if you want it, and it's a big one, if you want it, here's what you got to do. Get over here to westvirginiainsiders.com, this website you see on your page, and everything you do can be accessed from there. You go to Mountaineer Paul Talks Football, you click on that, and there you'll see my new video. Well, it's got 42 views in 39 minutes. That's not terrible, is it? But anyway, you go there, you subscribe to the channel, okay, and you back out, and then you go to Hoops for the Hills, and you back out, and you subscribe, and then you come back to the website again. You go to forums, go to general, and go to the Eat Shit Pit post right here, and you'll see we've got quite a few people signed up there already, but not a lot. Seriously, not a lot. I have some I need to approve, probably, but I'll approve them after this. Anyway, the odds of you getting this helmet are pretty good. So no reason not to do it. It's free. If you're not going to be doing anything for the next 5 minutes, I highly suggest doing it. It's well worth it. Well worth your time, because not only does it help me out obviously the reason I'm doing it is so that you guys can help me by helping you. I need 40 more people to get to 2,000 subscribers on Mountaineer Paul Talks Football, and a couple hundred on this channel. If some of you guys can take this and share it to like some of your West Virginia Facebook groups and show me proof, I'll do something for you. If you can just take it and share it to a few different groups or whatever. Like, if you can get a few people to subscribe that'll actually stay subscribed. I don't want empty calories, but if there's some West Virginia fans that don't know about me yet, and you can help me get, let's say, 10 or 15 subscribers, I'll pay you. I'll throw you a few bucks, anything, I need to get these numbers up just a little bit more, just because it's really not about subscribers on YouTube. Like, that doesn't dictate how much money I make or anything. It's about views. So subscribers, though, there is a freaking gnat flying around here, just landed right in my mouth. God dang. Crazy, man. But there is a respect factor that some people, I think, when they see you have a certain amount of subscribers, until they see the content, I feel like once people watch me, they realize, okay, this guy's okay. But there is a, in my opinion, if you see somebody that's got 20,000 subscribers, you're like, oh, okay, this guy's legit. If you see a guy that's got 500, you're like, oh, this guy may be new or don't know anything yet, right? So to me, that's the only reason the numbers matter at all. But like, I just want some people to stay long enough just to watch me, because I feel like I can win people over at that point. So Curtis 316, thanks for the comment. He said, I have a feeling Powell and Stone will be ours. Did you do this when you said that? With an evil kind of voice? John Christofich, what's up, brother? He said, I need to take a break. I know. You're welcome, Timothy Green. Thank you. Pokemon Kid Entertainment, I started a job 11 to 7, third shift, but I'll be on as much as I can. Well, we're just going to need you to go against company rules and be on your phone while I'm on here. So, what's more important? What's more important? Your Mountaineer fandom or your job livelihood? Kidding. Kind of. Just a little bit. All right, guys. Not a whole lot else to talk about on this one. I just wanted to update you on the new visitor. Whenever the announcement comes out, I think it will be tomorrow on the new commit. Obviously, we'll have everything and big to do on that. And maybe we get lucky and they both do. That would be super fun. But at the end of the day, guys, we're going to have at least one commitment tomorrow, I think. Don't quote me on it, because anything can happen in this. Somebody could take him from us overnight. You just never know. But let's see what happens with it. I really appreciate you guys for stopping in. Like I said, as always, if you're just getting in here, you can rewatch the video back from the beginning. No big deal, and kind of catch everything that we talked about. But this is a guy we need, so hoping we land him. Other than that, get over to Mountaineer Paul Talk Football after this and watch my video if you care about football, about the new receiver we just flipped. That's an interesting video. It needs some views. All right, guys, and there's an article on it if you go to WestVirginiaInsiders.com. All right, guys, thanks for stopping in again. Hope you enjoyed the live. Keep coming back. It works if you work it. You'll die if you don't. It's a fact, I swear. This episode is over, and I am out of here.